Yes, it's me, Cruel, back again with another video on this channel, and today I will be watching The Purge by Higher Music, basically compilation song by J-Park, pH-1, Big Naughty, Woodie Gochild, HAON, Trade L, and Sik-K. So basically all the people that were in the cipher that I checked out, plus Big Naughty though, which is pretty interesting. First time I hear him actually since he won, or not he won, but he got signed basically, and he was in the last Show Me the Money. And yeah, last time around I was not very happy with the Woody Gochild part, but I also, yeah, probably rambled too long about that, and yeah, again, I'm sorry for doing that. Should have just kept going and not get stuck and fixated on that topic, but I give him another chance here. Let's see what he does, and maybe I like it more. It's not that I don't like the guy, it's just that I don't vibe with his style usually. There's exceptions for this. I really like Cotton Candy, I think was a name of his song, right? I also like Let's Get It. So there's a few exceptions, but yep. Anyways, let's get started with The Purge by Harry Music. Before we do that, a quick shout out to my patrons for September. Thanks so much for continued support. And special shout out to Kelly Dorman, my tier 4 Patreon. Thanks so much. If you're interested in more, then link is in the description down below, as well as to my Discord server. And yeah, let's get started. Here we go. I was told this is amazing, so I actually have a few expectations, you know. Shout out to Sarah. Let's go. This looks quality-wise better for sure than the Cypher. Groovy Room as well. Okay. Let's get it. Very aggressive title. Okay, quite fast-paced beat. Pretty aggressive. Who starts? J-Park? Okay. Who's this? Is it Jay? I think so.
For the money and got to come in for your head.
This is pH-1, pretty sure. Okay. On the Purge, so the birds pull up. On the Purge, so the birds pull up. Okay, I would assume that was pH-1's verse. That was solid. That was not his best verse by far. He has done better verses, but this was solid. Let's go! Wait. Big Naughty rapping. Isn't he more like an R&B singer? He was also doing that in Show Me the Money, right? I wasn't expecting something like that. Okay. What is this flow? Oh my god! Okay! Fuck Oliver. Alright, that was pH-1, that was Big Naughty, that was quite naughty, yeah? No, that was different. I did not expect that at all from him. I like that he also changed his flow relatively fast after he started, so he had like basically a normal rap at the beginning, never expected that, and then it transitioned into more fast sing rap, which is something that I could see him doing more than actual rap, because it's not as far apart from what he's usually doing, I would say, but still, this was great. I did not expect that. Lyric-wise, rhythm-wise, it was, I mean, it was basic, but it sounded good. So he made it sound good, and he kind of also delivered it very convincingly. Again, not the best verse I've ever heard. I'm very critical with verses in compilations and ciphers, you know what I mean? Because it's like actual time to shine for every single artist, one by one. And I'm not as critical for normal songs where like your actual aim is to make a good song, but a compilation or a cipher is not, the aim is not to make a good song, usually at least. Maybe this is more a song actually than a compilation, but usually it is to highlight skills of certain artists. So it's basically every single artist gets his spotlight and can show what he does. And although this is the first rap I've ever heard from Big Naughty, it doesn't blow me away or anything. I'm very surprised that he is doing that, but yeah, that's a good start, though, you know. If this is his first time doing this, then hey, that's a good start. He can only go up from here, and I'm pretty expected now from future Big Naughty releases, actually, because that was good. He had a lot of confidence in his voice and stage presence and stuff. Okay, let's go, Woody. Right off the bat, honestly, way better already than the Cypher. His energy is aggressive, it is in your face. Even though I might not like his style usually, but this is something I can vibe with even, you know. Last time it was almost a little bit lazy, and that's not a bad word, but lazy in the sense of it was quite slow-paced and a vibey rap, and I am not a fan of that. So this is something I can vibe more right off the bat. It's very high energy, and yeah, let's see if he transitions to something more, I guess, normal. This is actually something that, okay, some people might be upset by this comparison, but well, this is something like 6ix9ine would do, you know. Maybe even Denzel Curry sometimes, but definitely something 6ix9ine would do. He tends to go into scream rap quite a bit these days. I'm not a 6ix9ine fan by any means, but yeah, that reminded me a little bit of that style. Let's get it. Okay, let's back to J Park. Was that everything from Woody? Okay, let's continue though. Honestly, the last few people I'm expecting a lot. Last time HAON was not on his peak in the Cypher. Okay, let's go, Jay. Okay. Let's get it HAON. What do you say? Oh, you might lose it like me. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's into trade L already, I think? Not sure. That was HAON's verse. That was interesting. Very interesting flow. I think he continued on with the flow style that he used in his Cypher. It's much more focused on that actually here. In the Cypher, I think he switched it up 1 or 2 times. Here he actually lives out one flow style and pattern. I think he switched it up for like a line or 2 in between, to kind of like spice it up a little bit and not be like straight one flow style, you know. I liked it. Again though, not my favorite HAON verse. Yeah, but it's hard to compare because it feels like he's trying to find a new style, and this is something that I am not like. I don't know from him yet. You know, this is very new to me from HAON, and you can't really compare this to his old raps because he used a completely different flow and style. So yeah, it's hard to tell, but I like it. Actually. Yeah, that hit pretty hard. And I like some of the lines, that's quite funny actually. I don't know what she means, but you might lose it like Winston, by the way. I recently read something about them having a slight beef or something, or just not being the best friends anymore, like not like hanging out too much. But I think it was just like internet, like being internet, you know. They just try to make drama out of something where no drama is. I think they just don't do as much together. You know, on one hand there's COVID, so of course they can't. On the other hand, I mean, it is what it is. Like, just because they don't have, I don't know, family meals every 2 weeks, it doesn't mean that they're not friends anymore, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I found that a little bit weird, but I don't know what he means with this, by the way. Oh yeah, Tread L. Okay, let's get it. Alright, he's very confident. Like, he's talking about how he achieved his dream from his like basement, basically. How he now made it. He's in a safari. He's like between all the guys that are like good and like he basically made it, you know, where he wanted to be. Now it's time to show up and to actually prove himself, I guess. Let's leave. This is my earning. Interesting. He's almost too confident, you know what I mean, for a rookie. I like it though. So, in the premise that if he will deliver in the future, you know, if he doesn't and maybe like he falls off a little bit and he only came in hot, is a possibility. I don't want that, but obviously I want good rep. But if it happens that he like falls off a little bit or just doesn't do as much as he almost promises here with the repetitive appearance in higher songs and trying to like boast a lot and being very very confident, he kind of set the expectations very high. That's what I mean. So he has to deliver now. You know what I mean? He's not making it easier for himself. So it's a very bold thing to do as a rookie. As a like very very rookie. He's very young too. So I'm impressed so far, but it can definitely take a bad turn. That's what I'm saying. Let's get it again. Oh, that's cool. You don't think I can see her as the Purge RIP, yeah? Okay. So, before we end this almost Kendrick Lamar sounding outro, interesting, we will talk about that Sik-K verse. I honestly, obviously it was short, so let's actually look at how long it was. 3:34. So it's like 12 seconds. Okay, so it's basically nothing. It's more like he has an outro part, like a line or two. I liked it though. It was cool, and he had a pretty funny line there, you know, with the well, he had a Korean syllable here, which sounds like Shia or something. Something with Shia. You don't think I can see ya? Shia, RIP, yeah. So I like that actually, and that was also funny. And very aggressive ending too. That's actually cool. Probably, yeah. He and Big Naughty probably. Well, actually, Woody was also pretty impressive on this song. He fit the song quite well. So I will give him that. This is definitely a song that he fits to pretty well. The beat as well and the aggressiveness. I think it's something that he can pull off pretty well. It might not be my favorite style in hip hop, but it definitely is something that suits him. So much more happy with this one than his part in the cipher. For Big Naughty, very unexpected. So I'm like mostly shocked about that. I'm not sure if that's actually the most impressive verse on the song, but I'm mostly shocked so far. Definitely have to watch this more often to like figure out if it's my favorite verse or not. Trade L was fine. HAON was pretty good, like actually really good. pH-1 was fine. J-Park was kind of just there. He didn't really have a real verse. He was just kind of starting off the song, having the chorus and stuff. So not really a verse from J-Park. Whereas in the cipher, he definitely killed it. And like he probably was the best one there in my opinion. Sik-K, again, just a little bit of an outro. So J-Park and Sik-K basically just building the foundation for the song. Let's see what the last 30 seconds are.
This the higher, we don't fuck around, we loot and wireless, burn the town, we leaving every week of the time.
Wait, is this, I guess this could be considered as a J verse. This is such a, which song is that? DNA, is it DNA or is it? Is it Humble or is it DNA from Kendrick Lamar? It definitely reminds me so much of Kendrick flow. Definitely from the album. And also the tone and stuff. It's wow. It's actually very reminiscent of Kendrick. Even the way they do this beat with the ad-libs and stuff. Yeah, for sure. Very heavy Kendrick influence, I would say. Crazy, okay. Which is a good thing for sure. One of my favorite rappers of all time. So that was definitely more an outro. I would not call this an actual J-verse. And yeah, that was The Purge by Higher Music. That was interesting. I'm thinking about if this is actually a song or if this is more a cipher again. I would not be I don't think I would call this a song, because it's definitely like verse after verse after verse after verse. They have like slight hints of like a song here, of course, with the intro, the outro, and kind of a little bit of a chorus in between. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't really call this a real song. It's more cipher again. So in that aspect, of course, rating or like being pretty critical with the verses, in my opinion, is pretty normal. Like in a cipher, that's actually the main focus of a cipher. You know, like there's no other purpose, I guess. Other than, of course, this is obviously a very huge confidence showing by Higher Music as well. Like it's basically a flex in a sense. Especially Big Naughty, honestly. I kind of want to replay his verse. This almost reminds me a little bit of what Yunwei would do, you know, the almost sing rap, but no, almost whisper rap, I would say. And Yunwei does that sometimes, and I like that actually. There's so much about Yunwei. I usually don't like Yunwei songs that much, but that's something I really appreciate about her, because she's really good with that. And this here reminds me of that actually a little bit.
What about you, bitch? 난 필요해 갱생 밤새도 밤샐 것 같아 똑같지 않아대 한테 똑같아 누구보다 빠르게 Sorry about danger So many gangsters So many dancers Fuck a love ranger 이러걸 땡겨 가져와 생거 What about tango, bitch? 이건 영화가는 정신 차려 떨어지는 우리 열시간.
Yeah, to be fair, Woodie Gochild probably had the most hype part in the song, and you have to give them that. He's probably the identity of this message, the Purge, and being confident, being flexing, and yeah, actually, I'm very surprised by how much I like this part by Woodie. But the Big Naughty verse, in retrospect, is probably not as impressive as I first thought. It's still very, very shocking that he actually can pull this off. So I give him more props for that, even that he just can pull it off. And in general, this was pretty good. For most people, like pH-1, HAON, Trade L, Sik-K, J Park, I guess, if you would count him, but he didn't really have a verse, so I would not count him. For those people, it's more like an okay to good verse. It's definitely not one of their best. They can do far better, I guess. Yeah, that's my resume for that. Big Naughty delivered. He was very different from what I expected. And Woodie Gochild and somewhat Sik-K. Sik-K I'm like very 50-50 about, not sure. But Woodie Gochild definitely delivered. So I'm actually completely flipped from the cipher. Yeah, that was a narration video from or to The Purge by Higher Music. This is part of Red Tape. I think is this the title track? I'm not sure. But I will listen to the Red Tape on my own later on. Quite interested to hear that. And do let me know your opinion on the song, on my takes that I had in this video. And yeah, this is a pretty long video, I know. And I'm planning on making subtitles for this in Korean. I'm not sure if I will do that, because it's a very long video. This will take a long time. But I guess we will see, you know. And yeah, have a nice day. See you in the next one. If you like my video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and peace.